Okay, for USAZ Government Week 5, the week was dominated by talk about political parties. Hitting the highlights, talking about the differences between traditional liberal thought, traditional conservative thought, adding in the idealist and the realist twist. Basically, we were taking the unit, going all the way back to the beginning, and talking about the Federalist Papers that warned about no cure for the ills of faction. Important to remember that concept as we move forward through voter behavior and the media. Now, of course, the United States government being the two-party system and this divided government that we've talked about, we need to understand that the mainstream thought does kind of fall into either the Democratic or the Republican camp, but of course the government is divided much further beyond that. That's why we have those third parties that are out there. In class, you were taught about the Libertarian Party, you were taught about the Green Party, Socialist Labor Party, and of course the American Communist Party. Now, in addition to remembering all the basics of these, you also need to know, are these people important that run on the third party ticket? Answer, of course, yes. While you may never have heard of Ross Perot or Ralph Nader before you came into the classroom, it is important to understand Ross Perot in the 90s was so good at stealing votes from Republicans, he is the only reason Bill Clinton won. On the other side, Ralph Nader was so good at stealing votes from Democrats. He is the only reason George W. Bush won, both obviously in very close elections, and these people, while not necessarily mainstream, was the difference between winning and losing in those elections, respectively. To end the week, we talked about United States culture and about this concept of, are we a mixing bowl or a melting pot? Now, of course, people in the classroom are all over the place, but when you really look at it, into the way that we're living today, there is a pattern that is still there from history. The concept to remember is what's called de facto segregation, in that we are not legally segregated anymore, but the pattern that was given to us by that history still dominates our politics, still dominates the way we see things. And of course, these invented groups that are here cater to that. There is no, remember, constitutional guarantee that we need political parties. There's nothing in the Constitution about it. But they emerged, and they definitely appeal to the different broad groups that are out there. These are the main concepts from week 5. We'll be going into the media, voter behavior, and basically manipulation and financing from the government side as we progress to the next couple of weeks. That's it for week 5.